Welcome, good to have you here. It may seem like it's just another day, but it's a special day because today is our birthday. Today, the channel exists for 1 year. It is a 1-year anniversary. And in this live stream, yeah, I know you heard my alarm. In this live stream, what we're going to do is, of course, cover Elliott Waves, the nice impulsivity. What a timing, by the way. It's meant to be, right? It's meant to be. We're going to talk about Elliott Waves, also what's happening locally. But also, after doing the analysis, I want to talk to you about the story of the channel and some of the highlights that we had in the past year. Because what I have done throughout the year is make screenshots and certain pictures of special moments throughout the year. And I also have an Excel sheet where I kept data about the channel up to date. I'm actually slacking. I need to update it a little bit more, but at least I'll show you. So yeah, that is what we're going to do in this live stream. And then, of course, we have chatting and Q&A, which, answering questions. Sorry, that's a second alarm. So actually, let me turn sound off in Streamlabs here. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. So we're going to start with some Elliott Waves. And then we go through the story of the channel and some of the special moments that I will highlight and talk a bit about what happened in the past year. And maybe also what is going to happen moving forward. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. So let's start. And of course, we are starting with the Elliott Wave analysis after I say hi to chat. Hi to you. Welcome, everyone. Good to have you here. Mark, what's up? How you doing? Actually, Mark is the latest highlight, if you want to say so, because he's the one that became a moderator recently. So last week, no? Mark, welcome. Good to have you here. Happy first anniversary. Thank you. Sarega, welcome. Matthias, best Elliott Wave channel. Thanks. Appreciate that, Matthias. Hope you're doing well. Pac-Man, what's up? Mark made sure to apparently make people know that we're going to go live. So Pac-Man, good to have you back. Second time. Pac-Man is a great game as well, by the way. And Rostam, happy anniversary. Thank you. Mr. Seep, thanks as well. Welcome. Pump it up exactly. Koen's alarm always makes me think that mine is triggered. Yeah, I can imagine. I put the sound off now, so if there's another alarm, then at least you don't get bothered. So Rami, thank you. Happy birthday. Appreciate it. It's actually funny. It's almost like your second birthday, if you know what I mean, right? I'm born on the 24th of September, but now the 20th of Feb is going to be a special day. And on the 23rd of Feb, I'm going to marry my fiance. And on the 9th of March, we have the ceremony. So yeah, a lot of things happening in the few weeks here, beginning of the year. So where's my popcorn? Yeah, make sure to grab some popcorn. I got my water though. Oh, Top G FPV, it's your birthday. Congratulations. Congratulations with your real birthday, as this is the channel's birthday, but your real birthday. Congratulations, Top G. How you doing? Hope you have a great day. Anthony Walker, hola. What's up? Good to have you here. Lucas, time too short for me. Always the sarcasm inside the comment. But hey, maybe it's real. I mean, you never know, right? But I know Lucas a little bit. So Lucas, how are you doing? Are you walking behind the desk now with the treadmill? 55K, the end of wave 5. Yeah. Now that, so for everyone that's just jumping in, let's be very clear here that we have some volume coming in. So locally, the analysis pretty much is wait for a range, which of course is sometimes a bit of a boring advice. But from an Elliott Wave point of view, that is by far the smartest thing to do when price is pushing up on volume. we want to wait for a range to form, and the range should be equal to the wave 2s. So we want to see a range of this size first, and then another one of this size. And if this is also wave 2, which arguably it is, depends on the move to the upside, then eventually we want to see at least a range the size of this wave 2, because we are looking then for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So yeah, very, very nice. Not gonna complain. And I hope everyone in Diamond is also not complaining. This is great. Wow, we just went through, like, we took the high as well of the range. So there we go. That is very, very nice. Let me clean up the chart a little bit and do some Elliott Wave analysis. And that is what you're here for. And also on our birthday, we are going to do an Elliott Wave analysis. Now, I covered the high time frame stuff in the morning update, so I won't cover it now, right? So if you want to figure out some stuff about the high time frame daily, make sure to check the morning update, right? It's an update of about what was it, guys, 8 minutes, and the first half, like the first 4 minutes or something, is the daily scenarios. So make sure to check that one out if you want to know like daily stuff. But in this live stream, I want to mainly cover the local stuff here, also because of the movement that we have now. So let me move the micro scenarios back to the upside here. Organizing my chart shortly, no? And let's have a look. Move this to the upside. Yeah, the bear here doesn't, this one doesn't really make sense anymore though. But that's why we're going to talk about it. Probability is not adjusted compared to this morning. So yeah, very nice. Let's start. No, let's start. Name, how you doing? How you doing? Volume kicking in, exactly. Write down the time. Oh, that's a good one. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We're at 10 minutes. Thanks, Mark, for reminding me. Lucas walking, good. Bettina, welcome, always with a hand. Arbuzni's sock, what's up? How you doing? She's, I've heard these talks 15. Yeah, we're not gonna cover. Well, actually, we do locally, but yeah, the 1.236 to the 1.38. We made a short, everyone, which is educational on the channel. Oh, that's good to get feedback as well. What did you think about the gamified look and feel? But that's, we can check that out later. You know, I first want to start with the Elliott Wave analysis. Abuzni Sok, by the way, I'm gonna send you a book, right? I'm gonna send you a book. I already wrote it down. I got 3 at home here, and yeah, I'm gonna send you one. Dave, how you doing? I brought my surfboard today. Exactly. Gotta catch the waves, no? Will the pump continue? We're gonna analyze the chart now, so you entered at a good moment. 53K is coming. What a way to celebrate birthdays. Exactly. Exactly. It's pumping. Flim, welcome. Adrian, good to have you here. Welcome, everyone. I'm gonna move you to the second screen here. And let's start with the Elliott Wave analysis. Locally, 4-hour chart and lower. Of course, there's some stuff you already know, but also new stuff. That is right. Let's go. Let me move this, by the way, to the downside so that the top of my object tree is nice and organized. There we go. Beautiful. Well, probably you're almost getting tired of me talking about the impulse. However, context is always important. When I, in the morning, get back to my computer, the first thing I do is I start on the daily, even the weekly at times. And then I just look through the scenarios on the daily, then I go to the 4-hour, and then I jump to lower time frames just to make sure I always have the right context. And with that context, the probabilities on a daily and also on a 4-hour chart in my mind with potential trades for the rest of the days locally. So even if I would enter some trades on the 1-hour or the 50-minute time frame, I know the context overall, right? I know what I'm looking for, which is important with risk management, position sizing, and all that stuff. So, by the way, 12 minutes. Cool. So the bullish scenario, right? Impulse to the upside, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5, right? Common target for wave 4 is between the 236 and the 05, 50.3k, 47.3k. Rare target is the 146, 51.3k, and a invalidation for a 4 is the 0.618 at 46k. In this particular scenario, we made one low over here between the 146 and the 236, which is, as mentioned, a rare area for a wave 4, but an area nonetheless, and that's why it's on my chart. Time-wise, though, this can definitely be a low. Most commonly, a wave 4 takes longer to form than a wave 2. And that is why the vertical lines are on my chart. These are FIB times. That is this tool over here, trend-based FIB time. You can find it, third button from the top, and then over here, right, trend-based FIB time. You pull it from the high of 1 to the low of 2 to the high of 3. Comparing wave 2 with wave 4. Preferably because based on Elliott waves and the rule of alternation and just data, because wave 4 generally is longer in time than wave 2, we want to see it end preferably after the 1-to-1 FIB time, but not getting close to the 5 or 6 FIB time. That would be very long for a wave 4. This low here has been made after the 1 FIB time. Therefore, there is the potential for continuation to the upside in a wave 5, with this being the low of a 4. It is the rare target for a wave 4, 146 and a 236, but nonetheless, there is that potential, right? The bearish, arguably bearish scenario, now that price took the high, is a flat, right? Where you have an A, a B, and then a wave C. But in this scenario, we don't have too much time left, right? If we go for a B and we go down for a wave C and then eventually turn around, right? We want to make the wave 4 low, preferably before the 5 or the 6 FIB time. The 5 FIB time is sitting on Friday the 23rd, 1 a.m. Central European time, and the 6 is on Saturday the 24th at 1 p.m. Central European time, right? So the area that we are going to visit over here, where we are also right now, is important with 1, 2, 3, and eventually continuation to finish 5, or an ABC and a move to the downside. We're going to observe that during the live stream as well. Now let's then also talk about the flat in a little bit more detail. Here's the flat. I just explained it, right? So in this scenario, we have our 3-wave A zigzag structure here, and we're looking for a 3-wave B. Most commonly, a wave B is a zigzag structure. In a 5, A, 3, B, and a 5-wave structure in a wave C. The most common target for your wave B in an expanding flat, as an expanding flat is the most common flat structure, is between, there you go, our Bosniak, the 1.236 and the 1.38 Fibonacci taken from the high to the low of wave A, giving you a target between 53.7k and 53.4k. Very close to that area, we also have the high of the monthly gap, 53.3k, which is also the high of the weekly gap. Now, as price has been testing these gaps over the past couple of weeks, we've been talking about there's a high probability price at least fills the gap. Currently, it's en route to filling the gap, and if you reach at least the target area for wave B, it has filled the gap, right? Now, important is that inside that wave B, right, we're looking then for a zigzag to the upside in an A, B, and then eventually a wave C. Now, wave C is also an impulsive structure to the upside, and because here we look to, like, it looks like we're starting with a 1 2 1 2 1 2 or a 1 2 1 2, meaning in a wave C we're going to be looking for a 3, but before wave C ends we still want to see a 4 5 4 5, as the probabilities here are high now that we have at least a double 1 2 if we're looking for an impulse to the upside. The highest volume at the moment is in the latest move towards the upside. So if we're looking for an impulse, then we want to see a range and another high on lower volume, and then eventually a move back to the downside. Now, one thing I do like to mention is there is the potential here for some sort of a double zigzag, and that is because of the beginning here. If this is a wave 1 2 1 2, the second wave 2 here retraced to the 886, as you can see. And if we want to count this as a single impulse, it's a bit difficult because then we have a 1, a 2, but where's the 3, 4, and eventually the 5? It doesn't look like a nice impulse. Therefore, there is the probabilities as well for this to be an ABC, correction, and another ABC. Keep that in mind, where then we have a W, an X, and a Y. So instead of looking for an ABC, we have a different structure to the upside here. It's just something I have in mind. Yeah. Doesn't really work, of course, with an ABC, because a wave A should be a 5-wave, B 3-wave, and C a 5-wave structure. But just because of the beginning, I do have it in my mind. Highest volume is in this move. It's easy. If we're looking for an impulse, we don't want to see this low taken. Easy as 1 2 3. And if we're looking for an impulse, we still want to see a 4 5 4 5, right? So that's what we're looking for. And in an ABC scenario, we're looking for a 5 3 5 ABC. Golden pocket is a common target for a wave B, and the 1 to the 1.236 is the most common target area for a wave C, taken from the low to the high to the low. It is very rare for a wave C to not hit the common target area. At the moment, probabilities here are higher for an impulsive structure because of the volume, and arguably there is a double 1 2 here at the lows minimum for then an A, B, and a wave C, and we'll observe what happens, right? Especially around the target area here. Now, after a wave B is in, we're looking for a wave C to the downside towards the common target area for your wave C. Bigger ABC. Where we want to see an impulse to the downside after the gap is filled. The most impulsive scenario is that 4 is in and we are going to move towards the upside. We have a diagonal in wave 1, right, and a corrective structure in 2, reaching the golden pocket. Golden pocket, common target for a wave 2. We can remove these over here. Ta-da. Golden pocket, common target for a wave 2, and now we're looking for a wave 3 to the upside. What we want to see when we look for a wave 3 is continuation to the upside on increasing volume. And in this case, we are looking for at least a double 1 2 here, and then a wave 3 to the upside, where eventually we're going to be looking for a 4 5 4 5 to finish, right? A wave 3. Then we get a 4 and a 5 for then a bigger 1 2 3 4 5. Now a wave 3 can extend very far, and it's always difficult to know exactly how far a wave 3 goes. We can take a trend-based fib from the low over here of your 4 to the high to the low, toggle on the wave 3 target, and usually a minimum target is the 1.618 sitting at 54.3k, but a wave 3 can extend to higher prices. We never really know when a wave 3 ends until you start a bigger sideways range, which then is wave 4. Of course, in this scenario, it means that this wave 4 low is made between the 146 and the 0.236, which, as explained, is a rare target for a wave 4, but it is a target area nonetheless. And then finally, the WXY over here that we were looking for is now, of course, incredibly low probability. An ABC makes more sense than a WXY, so I'm going to remove this now. The bearish scenario, because we always have to talk about the bearish scenario from an Elliott Wave point of view. Lower probabilities at the moment, but you're looking for an ABC. Wave C is very extended, ranging above the 1.618, hitting the 2 over here as well. That's much more common for a wave 3 compared to a wave C. Therefore, probabilities are on the side for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure instead of an ABC 3-wave structure. If we are looking for the high of a C, well, we just took this high, so then what needs to happen is a new high has to be made, and we need to see impulsive structures to the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. a contracting diagonal, or 1 2 1 2 and then a wave 3 to the downside, which means we have to wait for a range, which is also the recommendation I always give when price is showing volume, is wait for a range to form, which then, if we sum up the probabilities, right, of the different scenarios, probabilities on the 4-hour time frame are higher for the impulsive structure here, right, where either wave 4 is in or we get one more low. That's the question we don't yet know. Only what we know is the 146 to the 236 area is less common than the green area here. Now, how will we know what's happening? Based on the reaction, right? We wait for a range. We have volume coming in. We're going to observe what price does over here. Based on the reaction, that is when you can reassess probabilities. Because what I also mentioned in the probabilities over the past couple of days is that if price moves to the upside relatively soon, there is two scenarios. You have continuation, or we look for a flat. But we only know which one it is once we get a bit of a range. Because if we are looking for a flat structure, right, and the minimum target for a flat is reached now, if we look for a flat structure, what are we looking for? We're looking for this move to stop relatively soon, start a bigger range, and eventually start ranging some bearish CVDs, and then we're looking for like a move to the downside. So now that price finally broke out towards the upside, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for a range, right? That's what we're waiting for, and a range will give us the highest probabilities, right? Or what I mean to say is, once a range is forming, based on the range, we can reassess the probabilities of a wave B or continuation up in a wave 5, right? Now, over here, this all was a great opportunity for a potential long. Now that price broke the high, that's the breakout traders, of course, depends on your plan and your strategy. From an Elliott Wave point of view now, right, we don't yet know if we're for a B or a 5, so we have to wait for range. Elliott Wave wise, this is not, for me personally, an area of interest that was down here. Managing it well. So yeah, that is the current status. So what we are looking for is either a flat or continuation, and that depends on the reaction. And what we want to see locally here is this move has the highest volume. We do not want to see price move back down here. We want to see a high candle, high volume candle, and we're looking for at least a few 4, 5, 4, 5s, higher highs on lower volume to end an impulsive structure. If price is going to move down here, this is higher probability for a 3-waver, and we're going to look for the lows. Currently not the highest probability unless we take that high or low, this low, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, let's let me put the targets on. So the monthly gap top, right? This, by the way, this box, I had it on my chart, of course, for the ones that kept an eye on the chart. And over here, didn't act as resistance. It did act as support with bullish CVD divergences as well, by the way, which you can see over here. Quick refresh on blue. Higher low on price, lower low on the CVD. So that was quite interesting. A little bit of an extra sign of strength for a move to the upside. Another thing that you could have used is pull a fib from the high to the low. Sorry, yes, the high to low. And price hit the 886. If you are looking for impulsive continuation to the downside or much lower prices, if this would have been a 1 for 2 and then a 3, the 886 is a rare target for a wave 2. The moment the 886 is hit, probabilities are higher to take this high sooner or later, which happened relatively quickly after retesting this area. Bullish CVD divergences, many reasons to look for a position to the upside, which now happened. We took the highs and now we observe. Very nice. So let's see what price is going to give us. And yeah, there you go. We started, this is a relatively short one actually. We started at like 12 minutes. Yep. And then let me do fan funding and then back to live chat, get a bump. There we go. Pin message. One second here. Gotta write something as well. Cool. So let's see what we get now. It's an interesting structure to start with here to the upside. So I'm not completely comfortable just yet. So we're going to keep an eye on what price does. Let's say it's not a clear impulsive structure, but we took the high. So that is good. So we're looking for either a flat or we're looking for continuation. Those are the two scenarios at the moment. By the way, with the flat as well, your minimum target is reached, as I just mentioned, for a regular flat. 0.9 minimum, 1 to the 105, that is a target for a regular flat. Common target for a expanding flat is up here. Right, so let's see what price is gonna give us. We now took this high, of course, as well, which is very nice. Yeah, there you go. Yep, okay. Yes, I agree, John. I agree. Okay. I'm gonna check chat, of course, and then we go through the past year of this channel, as it is the 1-year anniversary of the channel. There's a lot of highlights during that year, and I will talk about these highlights as well. Makes me think actually I need to open a file because it shows some stuff that I want to show as well. There we go. Yeah. 1 year Annie, 1 year anniversary of the channel. Shit, eh? Holy moly. That's incredible. Okay, there we go. Yep. Okay, let's have thanks, Vitalian. Also, thanks everyone for being here during the birthday live stream. And also, on this day, it's very likely we're actually gonna hit 8.5k subscribers. We are only 3 subscribers away from 8.5k on the anniversary day, which of course is sick. In 1 year, it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, we're gonna go through some storytelling in a second. So okay, let me have a look here what happened, right? Let me quickly scroll through what happened over here. Where were we? 50-minute close above the last high we just broke. Yeah, not really looking at closes above the high or the low. I'm more someone that likes to just keep an eye on the range, potential weakness, as mentioned. So at least a 50-minute close is something, but I prefer to, you know, as this is arguably this would be your last wave 2 for then a 3 up. So one of the things to look for would be the 618 here. Because if we are looking for impulsive continuation, preferably your wave 3 has the highest amount of volume, and therefore we want to see a 4 and a 5 on lower volume. and therefore we don't want the 0.618 to be hit, as that is an invalidation for a wave 4. So let's keep that one on the chart. Interesting for sure. Anthony Walker, welcome as well. Alexandra, welcome. RS Miller, congrats on the 1 year anniversary. Been a fast year. It has been a very fast year. Yes, that's a sure thing. We're going to talk about the year as well. The best mod in the entire crypto space. Are you talking about yourself now? Facts though. What's up, Bina Darabzant? How you doing? Looks like another green day. Wait patiently, right? Like everyone, for like with regards to emotions, we are not out of the danger zone. As mentioned, we are looking for either a wave 5 continuation or a wave C to the downside in a flat, right? So probabilities, as mentioned in pretty much all of the recent videos, were higher to take the high. Now that we took the high, we wait and see. Probabilities are now neutral between the wave B and the wave 5, right? Because, and arguably as long as the 618 isn't hit here, it's higher for an impulse to the upside, and the most common flat is an expanding flat, and the target of an expanding flat is also up here. So, you know, that's probabilities. But what we are looking for now is a range to form or weakness. Hitting the 618 would be something that's not too great, right? For at least bullish continuation. Any interesting positions where from an Elliott Wave point of view, most interesting down here. And now we just observe, right? That's all we can do, and then reassess what happens based on new information coming in. We also know that the wave 4 that we have here, if we do want impulsive continuation, then where is it? Is this one? Then this wave 4 ended, this one, lol, in the 146 to the 236 area, which is a rare target for a wave 4. The most common target area for a wave 4 is the green area. So that's something we got to keep in mind. No? And therefore a flat is very interesting, where this support area is my main area of support inside this general flat area. Yeah, we have a bit of support at the 05, but preferably we don't actually visit the 05. So yeah. Hey Lucas, may have been a great position you mentioned at the beginning, eh? For a flat, you know, definitely interesting, no? Probability wise, for a wave 4, probabilities are of course highest to end in the common target, not the rare target, which supports probabilities for a flat. But therefore, I first want to see some weakness. So, and that is actually what we may see very soon. So keep track of the emotions. Yeah, we took the high. We were looking for that to happen. And now we wait. First time here, Alexandra. What's up, Flotty? Mr. Flotty, always writing his espresso comments in the morning. How you doing? Good to have you here, Flotty. 100 wrenches. Thanks, Mark. And also RS Miller. How big is your position? Unfortunately, that is none of your interest. And I manage my position very well as well, based on you know, what we see. I've already managed my position before going live. So yeah. What's up, Lucian? Welcome. So now we hit the 618. Probabilities are now higher for a flat to the downside, right? Because for an impulse, we don't want to see highest volume move. We're looking for 4 5s, but now the 618 is hit, meaning the probabilities would now increase for a move to the downside in a flat structure. And we'll wait and see, no? But of course, for an impulse, this is not what you like to see. As then we would be looking for your final 1, 2, and then we want to see a wave 3 to the upside. But now that we hit the 618, from the low to the high, by the way, the 618 is hit, lowering the probabilities that this high volume move, right, is a wave 3 for then a 4 and a 5, because this was the final range before you got this push. So therefore, preferably, this is your final wave 2 for then a 3 to the upside. But now we move down, hit the 618. So it does lower the probabilities, and we continue to keep an eye on it, unless you have another 1, 2. But yeah, let's remain very patient, right? We have a little bit of an order block here on the 15-minute chart. Can also pull 618. Let's see. That would be at the low of the range. Let's have a look here. 2. This is your bigger area of support, right? Pretty much the middle. Lose this, not good. How will you tell a B wave from a 5 wave? From a 5, because there is no structure after diagonal to compare to. A B from a 5. You mean now, right? This move to the upside. Just look for either a range to form. Keep an eye on the 618s as well. And the range or a retracement will give us the next most likely information. So and now we hit the 618 here. And this structure to the upside, of course, the beginning of impulses can be quite tricky at times, as we all know. But still, the moment we see volume and price moving up, what I want to see is either a range or, you know, looking for those 618s. From LA. What's up, Rob? How are you doing? Welcome. Good to have you here. Let me also shortly write an update here. Ta-da! Insane, huh? 1 second, screenshot. Uno momento. Give me 1 second here. 1 second here. Opala. Hasta la vista, Barbie. Welcome. Good to have you here. Can Bitcoin have a healthy retracement now after breaking out? I guess your answer is here. But even if price moves to the downside, we're still looking for a wave 4 compared to compared to the end of a wave 5. Whoa, I had to think that. Compared to the end of a wave 5 being in and a continuation to the downside. So with this move here, right, we now retested this box again. New York is also opening in 15 minutes. It's an interesting move here to the upside. 618 is hit. Now the only thing that would be bullish if this turns out to be a zigzag to the downside for then continuation. If this is a zigzag, right, then that means we need to have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but that would be an expanding diagonal structure, which is never really preferred. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we just remain patient here. Let's put these on. Now the most common flat is an expanding flat where the target is higher. For a wave 5, we're also looking for higher. So let's see what we get here. But now that you hit the 618, probabilities are lower for an impulse to the upside unless this is a finished impulsive structure. But then you need to have a diagonal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, continuation to the upside. But an expanding structure, right, is rare and is never preferred unless all of the other stuff fails. So that means that now the probabilities switch to a move to the downside. Some nice volatility. And yeah, the only bullish scenario is a expanding structure here and then look for a flat and then continuation pretty much. Or a zigzag to the downside. But doesn't change the fact that this then becomes a bit of an expanding structure. Yeah, or you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the problem is it ended on high volume, which is not ideal for a wave 5. But yeah, as you can see, we're at support here. So see how it reacts. Not doing altcoins at the moment. Thank you, 1 year. Where was it? I saw the 1 year comment. Mark is real. Are you from the Netherlands? Yes. Let me quickly go through here because else it takes too long here. Oh, here. Thank you, Hungry Queens. Rules for a leading diagonal. Leading diagonal can be 53535, but also 33333. So, and therefore all of the waves can be zigzag in that leading diagonal. Vitalian, thank you. We must break all the views and like records. I'm not sure if we're going to manage this, but hey, we can try, no? At least not the stream time record. That's not one we're going to try and beat, 6.5 hours. Done tomorrow. This is an ABC. Wave 4 start by the end of this week. You mean wave 4 end by the end of this week? I guess that is that. Jamie must be an altcoin as well. Thanks, Pac-Man, Stephen, Mark. Thank you, Johnny English, as well. Catch a live session and happy anniversary. Thank you, Abid Sinaroy. Appreciate it. Eh? Thanks, everyone, for popping in. So, ETH at 3K. Oh, there we go. Finally. I don't have an opinion about Ocean. I just trade the chart, so I don't know the businesses or projects behind them. But I also don't trade Ocean. Alexandra G is the best mod. Okay, so Mark may have a rival here. Good morning, Adam. How are you doing? Never back under 50K, potentially. What's up, Asanov? How are you doing? Good to have you here, mate. Welcome, welcome. Are you from the Netherlands? Yes. Mark Dutch, are you real? I took a short on that 1 minute with the tight stop. It worked, but a lot of times I get stopped. I can imagine it's, of course, an impulsive move to the upside. And the moment you get such a high volume move, shorting in a very high volume move is, of course, more risky. But you only need, this depends on your strategy. You can have a low win rate, but if you have a winner, it's a high risk reward ratio. So if you track statistics and you know, hey, my win rate is only 20, but my risk reward ratio is a 1 to 10 every time I win, you're a profitable trader. Over 100 trades, you make big bucks. So, yeah. If you're an AI, you would definitely know how many streams you watched in the past. Morning, Rodney. How you doing? Blaster, nice rejection. Yeah, grab the liquidity, moving to the downside. Can just be a 1-2 setup from 51.3K. Yeah, but this structure here to begin with, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the sharp move down. That, of course, now is the bullish versus the bearish scenario. But preferably, really, if we were gonna look for continuation, it would have been nicer, of course, to continue. And the fact that the highest amount of volume is now in the high gives higher probabilities to this high to be a corrective high. So either a wave B or a wave X, because the highest volume is in the high, compared to a wave 5, as preferably in an impulse, the highest volume is a wave 3, and then we wanted to see a 4 and a 5, another high on lower volume, but we never got it. Double zigzag in B, yeah, that was that's something that I have in mind. But of course, if this is a double zigzag here, right, then it's not a wave C unless it is, of course, the high of a C. So if we're looking for the flat, then we're looking for a 5, 3, 5. So then wave C ended on high volume. Now that is something that wave Cs do like to do. Wave Cs do like to end on high volume compared to a regular impulse where you want to end on low volume. So that is like a difference between the two, I suppose, as well. Crypto Casino. Yeah. Oh, well, it was nice. It was nice. Of course, with Elliott Waves, I tried to catch bigger moves. So, yeah. Probabilities were very high to first grab the high before anything else. And that is then also what I was trading. So I personally started longing into the drop here, and I was looking for the high to be taken, and then we wait and see, right? We have the wave B target area and the 5, and then it's either or. But the moment the high is hit, I like to put my stop loss break even for potential continuation, and then we'll wait and see. Mark Dutch. What is your opinion of Bitcoin bullish possibility? Do you mean the daily? On the daily time frame, we're waiting. Currently, the probabilities are higher on the daily. I would recommend watching the morning update, to be honest, because that's where you see the probabilities on the daily time frame and then in the first 4 minutes, which I recommend really. But on a daily time frame, we're looking for a wave 5 to finish and then a bigger rejection. Also currently in this range, right? Looking for a wave 4, eventually one more high in a wave 5, and then a bigger corrective structure to the downside again. So bullish possibility on the daily time frame. The current probabilities are higher for the bullish scenarios compared to the bearish one. Bearish is ABC up, because the bearish one is now ranging above the 1.618 trend-based fib extension. But everything is explained in the previous video as well. Do you still need a name? I saw the comment in Discord. Yo, Rogan reacts. If you have nothing useful to say, then you can also just leave the live stream. I don't know what's going on between like over here, but look, it's very simple. Feel free to be here and chill in the live stream as well. But stuff like this here, a phony saying someone is AI, if you're an AI you would know the streams, all that stuff is completely useless information or useless question. Doesn't add anything to what we're doing here. So yeah, if I join as well, I can always yes, that is correct, Acid Greek. Absolutely, yeah. You can always go up and down, and YouTube changes everything accordingly. So if in the middle of a membership month you go up, or in the middle of a membership month you go down, then YouTube automatically calculates everything and does everything very well. So yeah. New York finished B, the new starts C. Potentially this high has been made an hour before New York opens. So it will be interesting to see what New York wants to do. Absolutely. Agree with R.S. Miller. There you go. We won't be bothered by him anymore. Do Elliott waves take place in stocks as much as Bitcoin? Yes, absolutely. You can use Elliott waves on any chart. Of course, there are exceptions where during the altcoin live stream, we also did a we also did Luna, which of course, I mean, there's always exceptions. You know what I mean? There's always like the crazy stuff that you cannot expect, rug pulls and I don't know what. But generally, right, the moment a chart stabilizes again, you can count it, yeah. And also on stocks and other assets. Short term, look at the analysis here, 12 minutes. We're either looking for a flat or we're looking for continuation. We are now back at testing this support here, so we got to wait and see if it loses here. Pleasure, Jen. Greatly helps with my studies. I'm happy to hear that. If this is a wave C down now for the wave 4, where do you see the possible retracement to the... Where do you see... If this is a wave C down for wave 4, where do you see possible retracement to the upside in the short term? Well, first, so we are now still at support. The longer price is holding here, of course, the better it would be. So we have a little bit of bullish CVD divergences here at the low as well, right? Higher low, lower low. But this is like 3-minute stuff, right? So let's 15 minute, 5 minute. I always prefer the 15. Let me take a quick pick here. Quickly updating. Yeah. Come on, I want my screenshot. Sometimes it takes so long for TradingView to generate a screenshot. Chat. I also have a hammer, which I gladly use, as you saw as well. What's up, Dasa? How you doing? Update is up here at 12 minutes pretty much. So we are looking for either a flat structure, like basically continuation of the range in a wave 4, or an impulse to the upside. One more sub to reach 8,500. Yeah, it's crazy. In 1 year. Hey, I think we should also talk about the journey that we had over the past year, which is a promise, right? John, from the low to the high, what did you say? We should be watching the 618 up to see if this is a 4 or not, or an impulse down from the high. If this is a 4, four, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. You already hit the golden pocket though, so very low probabilities. It's a 4. So I would prefer to then look at it as another 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only if you pull it from this low to the high, you didn't hit the golden pocket, but any of the higher lows, you hit the golden pocket. So low probabilities, it's a wave 4. Then I would be looking for a 2 and then a 3 up, really. On the lower time frame. Oh, wait, you mean on the move to the downside, I suppose, no? Yeah, this one here. Correct, yeah. If we are looking for an impulse to the downside, then we don't want to see this one hit prices. Because just like with the move to the upside, if we're looking for a move down, 1, 2, 3, we want to see a 4 and a 5, right? One more low on lower volume. That's a good one, John. Yes, very, very nice. Typing. Of course not. There we go. Thanks, John. That's a good one indeed. Okay. So while Bitcoin is doing Bitcoin things, as promised, I want to take you on a journey of the past year, as the channel exists for 1 year now. Today was the first video that was uploaded, which was the beginning of the journey that we're on. And yeah, we're going to talk about that. Thank you, Desert Greek. So of course we keep an eye on what's happening locally. So let me remove the alarm here. Or actually, let me switch it. I don't know if it's hit or not. Let me delete it. Let me add one at the low here. and add one at the 618, right? These are the only two areas we're interested in. 618 and the low. There we go. Okay. Yo, thanks, Jeroen. We need a Kunst Trading channel montage. Yes, maybe. Okay, so let's go to the channel. In 1 year, we uploaded 1.3K videos. I don't know the exact number. I probably have to check that in my statistics. But we uploaded 1.3K videos. And what I'm also going to do is click on the data of the last 365 days. So, but I can't show all the stats here. So in the past year, we have, if we have one more subscriber, we have 8.5K subs. So I can't yet say it, but we're kind of like almost there. You know what I mean? In 1 year. So 1.3K videos. We have 816,000 viewers. 83,000 watch hours, almost 5K subscribers, right? Content wise, let's have a look here. Of course, yeah, the live stream shorts, that's not all interesting. We have 8.6 million impressions, which is quite insane. Most of these, of course, through the browse stuff of YouTube, right? Now, with regards to the audience, which is you all, of course, pretty much 5K subscribers. And 23% of you have the notification bell turned on. Well, almost 24% actually. And 16% has turned all notifications on for the channel. 70% of the viewers are subscribed. 29.6% are not subscribed. Top geographies, make yourself known. The United States is on number 1 with 12.9% of the views. Then we have United Kingdom, Netherlands, Germany, and India. Those are the top 5 countries. Age-wise, the best or the biggest age group of the channel, right, is between 35 and 44 years old, 35.4%. On second place is 25 to 34 years old. Then we have, that is, by the way, 31.8%. 45 to 54 years old is on the third spot. And then we have 18 to 24 years old. So that is a little bit of data. But now we get to some of the highlights of this year. And I have a, how do you call it? I have a folder with regards to this. Let me actually open this. Let me open this, and then we really start the journey of the channel. Oh, that's the wrong map. I'm finding it. Oh, that's the thumbnails. Jeez, cool. Highlights. There we go. And then we open these very, very big, extra big, full screen. Coming. We're going into storytelling time in a second, while price is gunning for the lows again. Highlights. Okay. as Bitcoin is moving to the downside. Very nice. Oh, by the way, 8.5k. Holy shit, 8.5k of you here. That's crazy. Thanks everyone for being here. That's 8,502 subscribers in 1 year time, in 365 days. Insane. Thanks everyone. On this anniversary day, we reached 8.5k subscribers. That is insane. 51k incoming. We're already at 51k, of course. But yeah, at the moment here, right? Impulsive structure to the downside so far. Moving back inside the range. Lost the support. 618 hit. Probabilities increasing for the flat. So therefore, we are still looking for a wave 4. We're still going to be looking for the gap to be filled, but the probabilities are higher. We're going to move towards the common target area for a wave 4. If we're talking about a flat, right, then yeah, we're looking for a wave C, which generally is a fast move. Support 49.1, 49.7k. That's a big area of interest, and generally this means we are just going to continue the range. So while we keep an eye on what price does, I'm going to put another alarm down here, just in case. Oh, actually, let's put an alarm down here and then another alarm down here. Ta-da. So, 8,500, I know. It's crazy. Okay, everyone, it's time for some storytelling. I know Bitcoin, everything happened. Analysis is a little bit earlier. I mean, in the analysis, we were waiting for 618 touch or continuation, but clearly you know, at the moment 618 touch lost support. But okay, what happened in the past year and why did the channel come to life? And then I also have a couple of pictures I want to like go through together with you. So the channel started officially on paper, right? It's time for storytelling. I should actually change my pinned comment to storytelling. So officially the channel was launched in, I think, July 2022. And the reason that I made the channel is because in a couple of Discord communities that I was part of, I was sharing Elliott Wave screenshots. And people started to ask me, can you teach us something? Can you make a video about it? Can you explain? So in the beginning, what I did is I made videos and I uploaded them on the channel where those were private, where I would share them with those people to explain certain things. Now, eventually, the questions started to come more often. And I made a bit of a plan for a more serious YouTube channel at the beginning of 2023, so pretty much a year ago. That plan is written in this notebook where I have Koens Trading YouTube, and then I have over here. So, yeah. Koens Trading YouTube, and then all sorts of stuff, right? With the page numbers as well to prepare for the channel. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna make a channel, what do I want to do, right? Of course, it should be Elliott Waves related. However, what is going to be my language, content, banners, target audience, time investment, comments and community? How do I manage that, right? A disclaimer, future plans. We can still talk about that actually. Social media channels, competitors, goal for the channel till the end of the year. SEO, which was 2023. SEO and keywords, plan of action, partnerships. Those were the different like subtitles I wrote in my notebook. Now, while I was getting questions for this channel, I also noticed that online I was missing a very active channel that sticks to the rules. So of course there's channels that upload regularly or even multiple times a day. But because I know a lot about Elliott waves, I also noticed that some channels do not stick to the rules, which is very annoying to me. They might post a lot, but the quality goes down. And because I know a lot about Elliott waves, I see the mistake, but maybe people that don't know a lot about Elliott waves may not, so that's fine. But it annoyed me a bit as well, which was another motivation to give people a new form of, like, also Elliott wave analysis, but a channel that really sticks to the rules of Elliott waves and also educates during updates, because that's what I like to do. I like to also explain stuff while I provide an update. Hey, you pull the Fibonacci from here to here and that to there, and this is the common target, this is the rare target, and right? So that a viewer understands what's up. Now, in my presentation, because I am a global keynote speaker myself, which is something I am already for a long time, so I speak at big conferences and that sort of stuff, I decided to present my analysis almost in the form of a PowerPoint presentation, where the analysis, as you look in my videos, should be very easy to follow. It shouldn't be full of clutter. So that is why usually I have a very empty chart and I show scenario per scenario per scenario, and I don't have different scenarios of different time frames at the same time on my chart, right? You rarely ever will see me do a scenario on the daily on the chart, also a 4-hour scenario, also a 15-minute scenario, all at the same time. That's messed up, right? Fucks with my brain. I can't. So my style, therefore, was, hey, I know the theory of Elliott waves is complex, but I want to, hopefully, with the content I can provide and with the speaking experience I have and the making of PowerPoints and stuff, hopefully I can design my charts in such a way that it is easy to follow, even though the content might be difficult, which is Elliott waves. But I try to speak about it and explain it as easy as I can make it. So the channel started with the first upload. If we go to videos, oldest. Now, actually, the oldest video, funny enough, is this one. I kept this one on. This was one of the questions I got in one of the communities, so I uploaded. But the first video really was this one here. And if you watch this video, 11 minutes, you will see it's a completely different style in talking, in my approach. And this is where it started. I'm actually quite surprised that this video still gets 66 views per hour, by the way. How is that even possible? It's only 170 views. Probably because it's a 1-year anniversary. People are gonna check like, hey, how did he start? This is where it all started, right? And then I started to also keep track of some stuff. So let me open these, by the way. Let me open this. I'm going to open this. 1 second. Open. There we go. Please open in the right order. No, it doesn't. Never mind. That's unfortunate. So let me just do this then. I can do this, right? Yes. So I earned my first ever little YouTube money on the 2nd of, what is this, May, January, February, March, April, May. Yes, I had 50,000 viewers in 28 days for the first time on the 4th of May. So on the 4th of May, for the first time, we reached 50k viewers in 28 days. The first partner came on the 5th of May. May was crazy. Now, as you may know, in the beginning of the channel, we had 5 partners because I was like, I want the community to build the channel with me. So I need your feedback, which I still ask all the time. So MEXC started as a partner, but then we also had BingX, Bybit, Qcoin, and Femex. All of these approached me to partner, and I was like, that's all right. but I'm going to let the community decide what their favorite platform is. Now, how can you do that? Well, we offer, like, we have the same links, right? So affiliate link, and we just wait and see what does the community do? Do they become like, are they registering more for X compared to Y? Is the trading volume more there or there? We don't know. Eventually, BingX was the one that won that competition between the 5 platforms. So BingX, MEXC, BingX, Bybit, KuCoin, Femex. And therefore the partner remained BingX, which is also the platform I use myself. But MEXC was the first partner. Then we had 2,000 subscribers on the 25th of May. Then the channel earned $100 on the 22nd of May. What's this? I made the group called D100 in Discord. And the 100 group is made on the 22nd of May as well. That is the first 100 people that joined Discord. And that is this list. These are the first 100 people that joined the Discord group. Discord opened when we had, I think, 1,000 subscribers. Yes. And when we reached 1,000 subs on the channel, which happened 2 months after the channel launched, by the way. So we started 20th of Feb, and then 2 months later, we reached 1,000 subs in April. On the 20th of April, by the way, exactly 2 months. And then exactly 1 month later, we reached 2,000 subscribers. But these are the first 100 Discord members. You may see yourself in here. That is why in Discord, they also have a special name. They have a special tag, which is the red name. So people with a red name, I am red just because other business, right? It's explained in the Good to Know channel why I am red sometimes. But here you can see people with a red name. These are people that are part of the 100. Everyone in the group that has a red name is part of the 100. Of course, there's exceptions, because if we go to John, John is a diamond member, but he also is, so his name is blue, but he's also part of the 100, right? So maybe you see yourself in here. First 100 Discord members ever, and yeah, that was special to me. So then we had 250k views on the 11/7, so the 11th of July, for the first time over here, which is insane. Then we had over here, what is it? The first, oh wait, this is the CVD video. The first time a video hit 10,000 views was the CVD video on the 14th of December, last December. The goal that I had for the for last year, because I don't really focus on the numbers too much, but I do like to keep track of highlights. And I you know, my blue, the goal was 5,600, and the reason I got to 5,600 was because I did a little bit of analysis on some other channels, and I was like, well, if he can reach it, or she, I can do that as well. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna say the goal is from 0 to 5,600 by the end of the year. We flipped the year with 5,840 subscribers. Goal reached. Thanks to all of you, of course. So yeah, we reached this goal early. Then the first time we had 1,000 subscribers in 28 days was reached on the 12th of January. Also thanks to the live stream on the 3rd of January, where we had over 500 viewers and more than 200 new subscribers in one live stream. And then here on the 19th of January, the channel had more than 100,000 views in the past 28 days. 28 days is the standard YouTube studio thing, which is absolutely insane. Now, because I am a keynote speaker, right? Because I am a global keynote speaker, I'm standing on stages with hundreds of people in front of me. Recent example, I spoke for 1,100 people online. I had last year a couple of presentations. I had one in front of 600 people, 300 people, 500 people. The most people I ever had was 900 people. But when I look at the numbers on YouTube with also here live, there's currently 200 people live, 200 of you. I know how big the group is because I'm a speaker, right? So I can see the group in front of me. And the fact that the YouTube videos generally nowadays have over 800, 900 viewers is insane. So change the thumbnail. Yeah, maybe should have made a thumbnail. But yeah, it's insane to think that 100,000 people watched stuff in the past 28 days, and like back then. Now, of course, we're at 8,500 subscribers on anniversary day as well, which is of course very special. So yeah, what a year it has been. I gotta be honest here and say that and it's very much cliche, I suppose, in a way, that I did not expect anything that happened here with regards to the channel. 1 year ago, the channel, I was like, well, I have a habit. I want to get up earlier. I'm an entrepreneur already for a long time. It's not that I woke up at 9 a.m., but I woke up generally at like 7:30 or 8 a.m. And I was like, I want to get up earlier, 6, 7 a.m. Or even earlier. I tend to go 5 a.m., 6 a.m. as well. The YouTube channel can help me with that because the morning update is in the morning, and preferably early morning. So 7, 8 a.m. And then it's just video, right? Update. Thanks to your feedback, the channel improved as well. We added the probabilities at the end of the videos. I clearly explain what I'm looking for. The targets, it's a lot has improved in time, and yeah, here we are. So pretty crazy, no? If you think about it. So yeah, that is that is basically what happened in the past year. And yeah, of course, this year I have no idea what's going to happen. We flipped the year with 5,840 subscribers, and 1.5 months later we are at 8,506 subscribers, which of course it goes a lot quicker compared to last year, and I have no idea what to expect for this year. I do have a goal again, but generally I'm not really looking at numbers too much. I'm more interested in the quality of the content, keeping an eye on the community. Also, since a few weeks, our Business Sock is now we are trial facing, like see how we work together for about a month, and so far very happy with our Business Sock being the editor. Amazing stuff as well. Check out the shorts. He is the one that makes the shorts. Douwe, out of nowhere, made some thumbnails. So the new thumbnail designs are thanks to Douwe as well. He was on the couch, and he was like, yeah, let me just make a thumbnail for Koen, and then that's where it started. And yeah, so he made some thumbnails. Our Business Sock edits the shorts, which is amazing how he is editing those shorts as well. And yeah, so slowly, and Mark, of course, Mark being the first mod in the chat as well. So things are growing, and I have no idea what's going to happen this year. I don't know also how I'm going to manage time. Of course, you slowly start to work with people, but yeah, it's Pretty nutty. So let's see what I don't have any experience with content creation. I do know a manager in the Netherlands. She's a manager of gaming content creators that have like 800,000 subscribers, 500,000. So she knows a lot about YouTube, and probably also now about like building a team around you, because else, I don't know how fast things are going to go, but it starts to become sometimes a bit of a challenge to do everything myself. So and I want to focus on the content and on the community. That is most important to me, is the community and keeping the content, right? Good quality. That's what I'm there for. So yeah, I probably have a lot to learn this year in the journey of YouTube, but I'm all up for it. So let's see where we are next year. Yeah, curious. So that is that is the story of pretty much the first year of this YouTube channel, from the 20th of Feb 2023 to the 20th of February 2024. So yeah, thanks everyone for being here. I also hope that you find the content valuable, and if there is something that frustrates you, or if you have feedback, make sure to always write it. It doesn't matter where. You can write it privately by email. You can write it in the comment section. Just make sure that if you do have feedback, write constructive feedback, right? Don't say like, yo, you're such a fuck, this, that, because then, you get the hide user from channel. You can't take those serious. But throughout the year, especially Funny Money, I'm not sure if Funny Money is here, but Funny Money gave feedback in the beginning about, hey, would you like to add probabilities, please? Because I think that would be better. And he had some very constructive, or she, constructive feedback by email, a couple of points that I then implemented, which really improved the experience for everyone. And I always try to listen. I think it was Jeroen or someone that said, hey, can you put the prices of your fibs on? Like, can you turn on the price levels of your Fibonacci's? Which I tend to do as well now, most of the time, right? By far most of the time, the prices are there as well. Because usually I didn't have them on. I always had them off to clean up the chart, so it just looks like this. But now I have them on based on feedback. So yeah, if you have any feedback, make sure to you should feel like you can just tell me, and I will see what I can do with the feedback, right? Because in the end, this is what I always say in Discord. We're always we're a team, but I just happen to be the guy that makes the video. So also in Discord, everyone in Discord, of course, everyone sharing in Discord, in the Bitcoin TA channel, it's incredible how big this group became and how active it is. So thanks everyone for sharing in here as well. In the morning, I always check the videos, or I always check the Discord channel because of some interesting ideas. Like, for example, Stuba over here with the bullish scenario, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, continuation to the upside. That is one of these scenarios, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, and then continuation, right? So very, very interesting indeed. Yeah, I always check charts. And if there's an idea that I didn't think about, or people have a similar idea, then I always put the name on the screen as well, right? In the video, you will see like a name, Stuba, John, others. Yeah. What a crazy year it has been. By the way, the end of this year, like if you go to Social Blade, so at the beginning of this year, or actually the end of last year, I was like, what kind of goal would I have for the end of this year subscriber wise? I mean, last year the goal was 5,600 subs to end the year with, and we had 5,850. I'm not really a guy that looks too much at numbers, as mentioned, because I prefer to focus on quality. but I do like a certain goal. So I was like, don't forget, we flipped at 5,840, and my ass was like, yeah, 50k subscribers. I have no idea. It sounded like a nice number, and what it does is it does make you think, okay, only videos will not work to reach numbers like this. You wanna help the most amount of people. You want to have impact on the biggest amount of people. You want to educate the most amount of people, because in the end, with the channel, I hope to help people, right? It's not financial advice, but hopefully I can educate you in some way or another, or help you in another way. So if I can reach more subscribers, I can help more people. And I was like, well, 50k sounds like a very nice number. So 50k. And then on Social Blade, you can get an estimation. So you can see the channel, right? Channel over here. And you can see, right, as I mentioned, it was created in July 2022, funny enough. And you can see a couple of stats. Any YouTube channel, you can see the stats of, by the way. You just use enter YouTube channel and you will find stuff. So, and then, like, it says 10,000 subs in 37 days, but I will be in South Africa in March. So the content will be less structured and also not as much upload. So I don't really think we're going to... I think this is going to extend in time, not 37, but it's going to be more. But then 50k in less than a year from where we are now. So that would be Q1 next year. Let's see. I accept the challenge. Social Blade is very good generally with their estimation. I found this website, or I heard about this website, thanks to the manager of the influencers I know very well in the Netherlands, the gaming influencers. So she uses that website a lot herself, and apparently the projections are quite accurate. So yeah, but of course it can increase or decrease based on content. But if you're stable and how do you call it, like consistent, it should be good. So 50k Q1 next year. It should be February next year. Now my challenge is to then be like, let's see if I can move it forward by 1.5 months, together with Arbuzny Sok and Douwe and Mark, and see what happens, of course. Yeah, 356 days. Damn, what are we gonna do? Oh yeah, talking about the future, by the way, of the channel as well. This is just stuff I've been thinking about. There's nothing being developed, there's nothing being made, but there is a couple of questions that I do receive more often now. First of all, a website. I don't have a website for the trading channel. I do have a website as in me as a person, as a brand, because Koens is not just the trading channel. Koens is actually a lot more than just a trading channel. And I do have a website, but nothing about trading is on there. And I'm not sure. I probably need a new website eventually. Then there's also been people asking me about, would you organize an offline event so that we can learn more about Elliott Waves in a couple of days, and trading psychology and stuff about how you do trading, but also meet like-minded people from the community, that sort of stuff. I'm not planning anything at the moment, but it is something that can be fun, because I would love to meet people from the communities. There was someone from England, by the way, that wrote me a DM and said, I would fly to the Netherlands or take the train nowadays. So yeah, those are two things. And then some more partnerships with other channels as well, which is what Mark is very well known for, with all of his network and helping out as well. So what's up, B channel? So yeah, interesting things for sure. And I hope the community, I just read the comment, Lucian here, thanks for your comment as well. I hope the community, I hope that everyone experiences the community as a place where they can share, where they do not get ridiculed if they are just beginning, like making your first step in either Elliott Waves or trading, and you write something in the group that no one is like talking you down or saying that's completely wrong. Like, I feel the group so far is very supportive, which is thanks to you, because I can only ban people and stuff and toxic, but in the end, there's so many people in Discord now. There's over 1,800 people in Discord. Let me check here. 1,845 people in Discord. But I hope it's a place where people feel supported in their journey. I am very active in Discord myself as well. I do try to answer everyone and all the tags. There will be a time I can't, by the way, but I so far still try to answer everything. And be active in Discord as well, sharing some posts, and So and if in Discord there's something to improve, or you have certain ideas, just write me a DM, and I will make sure to consider it. So I will answer your question in a second. So what a crazy ride it has been, no? Oh, it makes me think I got a ride. I got a ride in Mark. What channel are we gonna do it on, Mark? Mine or his? How does that work? Alex O Crypto. Both channels at the same time. Oh. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so yeah. Oh, there he is. there he is. I was just writing you, Alex. What's up? How you doing? Good to have you here. I literally just replied to you. So we both have Streamlabs. Alex and I both have Streamlabs. So interesting. Interesting. Alex O Crypto. Do I have anything to say with regards to the storytelling? And no, not really, right? Of course, in the past year, I've been keynote speaking. I've been trading myself, but those are separate goals and stuff that I have, of course. Gonna marry in a few days as well. This year is crazy. Might even move to the south of France later this year as well. So, crazy year. Alex O Crypto, welcome, man. He's here during the first year anniversary of the channel. Tu parles français? Oui. I mean, un petit peu. Pas très bien, mais je comprends français. I can understand French better than I can speak it, to be honest. So, that's for sure. Moi aussi. Baguette. Trottoir. Toilette. Okay. Pain au chocolat. Okay. So let's see what's going to happen in year number 2 of the channel. Where are we going to be on the 20th of February 2025? Trading normally 1x. I don't use leverage unless my stop loss is lower than 1%. That's when I use leverage, because I tend to only risk 1% of my portfolio with all of the trades, which therefore means my leverage is usually 1. And if it is my stop loss is below 1%, price, right, then my leverage is 2. Okay, let me have a quick look here at what you've been writing. 1 year, let's go. What's up, Alex? All the way from Canada, by the way, everyone, other side of the world. Alex O Crypto with the 10 Canadian dollars. There we go. What's up, man? Thanks so much. That's very kind of you. That's crazy. 1 year, let's go. Yeah. Alex, how long is your how long does your channel exist now? What's the age of your channel? You've been going like ham with the growth recently as well, right? Crypto War is doing well. So doesn't matter. It's the meaning behind it. It's the meaning behind it. Just over a year. Oh, okay. We're in this journey together. Very much so. Look at you go. We are now both past the 1 year mark. Man, it goes so fast. It goes so, like, gotta say, the last year, it goes so fast. There's so much going on, like building the community, building the channel. Like YouTube never was meant to be. I never thought it was gonna be this big. It was never meant to be what it is now. It just happened to go this way, and then you just do stuff on the spot. So some bearish CVD divergences here, by the way. But as the channel grows, you just figure out stuff, right? Oh yeah, let's make a Discord. Yeah, thumbnails. Oh this. Oh that. Yeah. So. And then, of course, slowly the channel grows. You can't really keep up with everything anymore. There's an average of 200 people watching every live stream. I can't always keep up with chat, so Mark is there to help out as well. Make sure, by the way, to check out Alex O Crypto. Link here in the description, posted by Mark. Also good to know, Alex O Crypto is part of the Crypto Wars challenge, where I think you're gonna battle Crypto Face. I'm not sure if you already battled him, to be honest, but they have to trade in 1.5 hours or something, I believe, or a certain amount of time, and then the one with the most profit wins, or the least losses. Depends how well something goes. So yeah, you can check him out. Thanks, John. John, by the way, here also, he's part of the first 100 members in Discord. Very active in Discord. I think a small highlight as well in Discord is John, KG, and Stuba. Their Elliott Wave counts have been very good. Very nice Elliott Wave counts as well. KG is very active in the stocks department, but also has very good counts on Bitcoin. John is always very good with Elliott Wave counting. He specializes on the lower time frames. And he's, as mentioned, same with KG, same with John. They're already here for the last 10 months at least, because they were part of the first 100 people in Discord. And Stuba I don't know when Stuba joined actually, but his counting is something I like to see as well. Good Elliott Wave counting from Stuba as well, and therefore these three are sometimes highlighted in the videos. Alex is getting married this year as well. Shit, like it's almost like our lives are in sync. I'm gonna marry 23rd, so in a few days, the 23rd I'll marry on paper, and the 9th of March is the ceremony. Congratulations on your engagement and your wedding coming up, Alex. By the way, I got engaged in America, which isn't even too far away from where you live in Canada, of course. I got engaged at one of the beaches at Carmel by the Sea in Monterey, Pebble Beach, California. So, yeah. That was a beautiful trip, actually. That was a great trip. Let me have a quick look up here. As all of you grab popcorn, this is where we were. We will be here keeping you on your toes 2025 and beyond, but that's exactly your what you have to do, right? You have to keep me on my toes. If I start slacking, then you gotta how do you call it? Take the lineal, what's that? The measure tool, and be like puff on the fingers, you know. I'm also someone that always keeps his feet on the ground, if you know what I mean. I never flash with stuff that I own or have, and I want to always stay that person. It's something I learned from my parents. But if I would do those type of things, you know, you gotta kick my ass. Feedback is always appreciated. So yeah, slow and steady wins the race. Absolutely. Thanks, CS, as well. Appreciate it, man. I think there was a lot. Oh, by the way, RS Miller, maybe the reason that you couldn't join Discord is because of your Discord account being younger than 3 days old. Maybe you can join now, though, because now the account is older than 3 days. Because we had the auto ban. I think we had contact by email, right? Let me know if it works, because Discord is by far the most active place and most information is there. So you can try. Let me know if you get in. Link is, of course, in the description. And if you get in, that's perfectly fine. And if you don't, I'll check the auto bans again. Thanks, everyone, for all the congrats. What should we expect right now? I think we had a similar question down there. I'll go over the local price action in a second, do a bit of a second analysis. Thank you, Danae Jim. How are you doing? If everyone starts short, does it mean we can see Bitcoin go even higher, or it doesn't work that easily? And I mean, it. Of course, you can use certain volume and open interest in your trading plan, but at the moment, probabilities are higher that you know, if we move to the downside, we're still in a wave 4, and therefore, yes, we would still expect higher prices. So we're then looking for a wave 4, preferably wave 4 ending somewhere here, to be honest. But we want to see some proof of support, and then probabilities are higher to still move up. But it's not necessarily true that if most people start shorting, it won't go down. Of course, the general idea is not everyone wins in the market, so it's good to think about the psychology of the market. That's why usually you also see the highs or the lows of certain ranges being wicked, and then price moves the other way around, right? So early shorters and early longers are being stopped out. So yeah. Any tips on starting to get a YouTube channel to grow? You've been crushing it. Oh, that's a good question. I mean, you can ask me and Alex at the same time, but in my case, so I've never been a content creator. I'm a speaker. I know content creators in the Netherlands that have a very big following, but I never. They're not like friends. I know them through the manager that I know. For me personally, it's just consistency and engagement. So consistency in your uploads. If you have a promise, stick to the promise. If you promise to upload 3 times a day, you upload 3 times a day like I do. However, if I can't upload 3 times a day, or I'm in another country, whatever it is, I always tell the community in either a YouTube community post, in Discord, and in the comment, in the pinned comment, hi everyone, I can't upload this and that because this and that. If I go to another country, I always make a video for YouTube where I say, hey everyone, I'm gonna be gone. I will be in another country for a week because of this and this. So know that the content will change. So I'm always very transparent and let people know up front, like, hey, you know, expectations should be correct. And then it's about consistency. Listening to feedback, of course, very important. Yeah, that's I guess one thing that I know is at the beginning, your quality. I'm still using a webcam, like laptop webcam, right? You don't need a $2,000 webcam and a $2,000 microphone and stuff. Like, I got this one for free during a podcast. I don't even know, it's a pretty good one, but it's not like, look, it's, you know, it does the job. No, it does the job. So they gave it to me because of a podcast. I was allowed to keep it. It's a nice one. I never like. I don't know how expensive it is, but it can't be that expensive. So you don't need all that stuff. What you need is make a bit of a plan and execute. Yeah, I suppose. You're asking someone that only, of course, has 8.5k subs, but yeah, this would be the tip that I can give, I suppose. Thanks, one Isadun. Need that red name. Only for the 100. It's a special one. Inverted head and shoulders. Only if you get a bit of a bounce here now, right? Or this is your head, or a shoulder, head, shoulder potential. Oh, I saw this one. CVD video is one of your best. Thanks. Yeah, it's also the most watched video for sure. Screenshot the 8.5k subs. I'll do it after the live stream. We're now at 8,509. One, you're not a moon boy. Two, we can see the brain juice you put in your trading. Three, you're a nice guy. Appreciated, Andrew. Thanks for being here as well. Also, nice bronze badge, of course. Appreciate it, man. It's gonna work 100%. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. No? Are we going up or down? Yeah, let's redo the range here. Probabilities, as we continue to build bearish CVD divergences, so probabilities would be higher for a move down. If this is an impulsive move up, it's an expanding diagonal structure, which is rare and therefore never preferred unless all of the other stuff fails. Solana was checked. We checked Solana in the altcoin stream, which you find in the altcoin playlist on my channel. Go to the homepage. You will see a 6.5 hour live stream, and Solana was one of them. Check the timestamps. See the liquidity. You would need a heat map for that, but I don't use those. This is stuff we already saw. 50k giveaway. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what we have to give away. We'll have to think of something then. Is that TradingView you're using? Yes, this is TradingView, but I changed the candles and the background to my liking. Only Koens, exactly. Only Koens. That would be a nice social media page. I can, just make an Only Koens. There you go. If there is beer and wine, I will show up. I think that is a must, right? Well, not during the day because we want to be focused, and then in the evening, that's when the beer and the wine appears. No? Offline me, I would get tickets to the Netherlands for sure. Like you're the editor. I mean, I don't buy the tickets to get to the Netherlands for you. What a year. 1 year of the channel, getting married in a few days. Yeah. And maybe even moving to France. Holy moly. Gonna answer that one. And this is where we were just now. So. You got engaged just before COVID. Oh, so that is 2020. Early 2020. That's a while indeed. But I do think it pays off to wait now that the world is open again and you can have a wedding, with everyone together, right? Everyone can come, which I think is very good. Andy's birthday on the 4th of August as well. I see some confluence between Alex and Andy. RS Miller, my Discord was open in late 2020. Oh, that's interesting. Kept crashing, huh? I don't know why. Bybit CVD has diamond hands, everyone else panic dumped. Well, maybe Bybit is gonna panic dump when price moves to the downside. Thanks, Dealey. Did you study to become a doctor? Yes. So before the whole YouTube journey, like life in a nutshell, let me explain who I am. Also for the new people here. Hey, that's my alarm. Did you hear that actually? I think so. So a little bit of information. 1 second here. Let's have a little look. Let me quickly put this on the chart. Of course, this is one of the scenarios. Yeah. If it moves down, the target box would be nice. Now we also hit the local 886 now, I think, from this low to the high. All adding to the probabilities. 886 is touched. Increasing probabilities to take this low. Increasing probabilities to, well, you know, move to the downside. Could this still be a flat? Just to be sure. We did hit the common target area for a flat, and then we take a trend-based fib from the high to the low to the high. Quickly checking something here. Okay, so the 786 is still a target for a potential local flat, where this is your diagonal wave 1, but then you're looking for an A, B, C, and 2 and continuation. So, but there's not too much support below this low. And I also said it in the morning update and also in Discord. There's just not much here below this low here. I don't have anything anymore. There's no horizontals, only this low that can be wicked, and the 2-hour gap, which will be tested for a second time, which increases probabilities to fill the gap, but then you reach the blue box pretty much. So yeah, gonna keep an eye on it. Okay, that's the low 2-hour gap. I like my alarms. Oh yeah, my career, I suppose, in only Koen showing his showing his candle. You bet. Hell yeah. I need to do this, right, for that. Like, wait. Well, there you go. Now we're talking. Yeah, so my career in a nutshell, by the way, I indeed studied to become a doctor. I was a medical student at the University of Amsterdam. AMC was the name of the hospital. It now changed because the hospital partnered with another hospital. But in a nutshell, how did I get here? In 2006, I got in touch with a game called Trackmania. And I always wanted to be a racing car driver. However, it was too expensive and my mom thought it was too dangerous. So they let me drive virtually using games. PlayStation 1, 2, 3. And eventually I got in touch with the game Trackmania, which is a racing game. You may know about it. So in 2006, I started playing. 2 weeks later, I was approached by a German amateur team to play for them. I asked my parents. They agreed. Started playing. 10 months later, I got my first contract for Big Grip Gaming. That was a professional organization, which was at that moment in time one of the best in the world, and we always battled Dignitas in most of the finals. Now, that was the start of my professional esports career, where for 11 years, I played Trackmania on the highest level. Went to the World Championships. I got third at the World Championship as well. Still have it. So I know it's not millions, but I was happy, right? I was happy. So I was an esports player for 11 years till 2018 professionally. And during that career, I had some struggles with my mom. I suppose many gaming children will recognize this. And eventually that translated into starting a business to help parents with gaming children. So I've done that since like 2016 to pretty much the end of last year. I still help parents with gaming children, but mainly through speaking. I'll get to that in a second. By the way, I was a professional gamer besides school. I was still going to school. I was a student, all that stuff. Then, because of my career in 2014, I got into the Dutch media. So I was asked to do an interview for NOS, which is one of the biggest news channels in this country. And because of that interview, I then was approached by so many other channels. And actually, it's like everyone can see it. It's not very up to date. I have to, like, I actually have to add the news articles in between here, but I got a bit lazy, not gonna lie. But as you can see, there's over 350 different interviews, newspaper, radio, television, national, international, doesn't matter. And of course, I didn't really update the last, stuff, to be honest. But I got into the media, and therefore I got a bit of like a name in the country. And the moment people started Googling for like gaming and esports, they kind of found my name. So in 2016, I was approached by Fox Sports, which is now ESPN. It's the television channel, to be the host of a esports competition. So I was a host on Fox Sports on television. I did that for 4 years, 2016 to 2020. And while studying, by the way, I was a medical student at that time and a biomedical sciences student. Yeah, I skipped every Tuesday of university to host on television, while my co-students were in the hospital studying and going to colleges. I was on TV, which was quite an interesting period. But that's the thing with university; they don't really care about how you finish it as long as you get the grades, and that's what happened. I always made my homework. I always studied. I always made sure I passed my exams. So yeah. And then in 2016, I also became a founding member of the Athletes Commission of the International Esports Federation. Then in 2017, I became a speaker. And then I had my first speaking gig for Robeco in the Netherlands. It's a Dutch company. And that was the beginning of my speaking career. And then also in 2018, I got approached by companies to work with them, because if they Googled, they found my name because of media and they wanted to work with me, but I couldn't because I was a med student. Now, eventually I made the decision to go into a sabbatical year and work with these companies and maybe see where it would lead me. So I was in my fourth medical study year in Amsterdam. I not necessarily quit. I went into a sabbatical year, and but I kind of like quit, I suppose. I just said, like, can I have a year off because I want to pursue this. I see an opportunity. I'm growing with the industry, and if I wouldn't have made a choice and continued the studies, I would have lost my position in the gaming and esports industry. So I just wanted to try, high risk, right? But at least, if in a year, if nothing happened, I could come back and continue my studies where I left off, which was nice. So that is when I worked with a couple of companies. I worked with Kia, I worked with Vodafone, I worked with Populous, I worked with Spinning Records, I worked with more companies, made enough money, never went back to university. That's where the entrepreneurship started. Now, my family is not entrepreneurial. I was the first one, so I had to figure out everything. And I ended my gaming career in 2018. That's when the business side of things really started. And then, of course, speaking started and stuff. So, and in 2019, the educational business really started. I'm an author of a book launched in 2020 called My Gaming Child in the Netherlands. It's a Dutch book. And to help parents with gaming children. And nowadays, or actually just before YouTube was here, I had the educational business. I'm a global keynote speaker, and I'm a board member of the Global Esports Federation. And now the educational business startup is put on a hold because because of YouTube. I enjoy it. And by the way, I started trading in January 2020. That's when I got in touch with the markets because I was asked to host a show called Bots TV. There you are. That's moi. And because of this show, I got in touch with the markets, and then I started trading. And of course, my first trade was a big winner, and then I lost it. And that's when I started studying. And because it was COVID, and I didn't have a lot of speaking going on. I had a lot of time on my hands, so I was more than full-time studying trading, making a plan, tracking data, statistics, and all that stuff, which then led to the strategy I use today. And studying Elliott Waves is also what I use. So I have a day trading strat and I have Elliott Waves. And Elliott Waves fascinated me since the very beginning. So nowadays I have YouTube that I focus on. Of course, I'm trading, but leaving trading aside, right? I'm of course a trader. I do YouTube. I'm still a global keynote speaker, and I'm a board member of the Global Esports Federation. Those are the things that I do. Yeah, that time you had in college must have been crazy. It was, yeah. So during college, I was a professional gamer with a top sport status for the Dutchies here. I was the first esports athlete in the Netherlands to receive a top sport status. You will find that in the news as well if you Google my name. In 2017, there's many different articles about this, mainly Dutch though, of course. A special status, so I could combine my studies with my esports career. But yeah, during my studies, I was a professional esports player, a professional gamer, medical student, a host on television, a starting speaker, you know, it was a lot. And yeah, so I had to, like, each year I tried to cut a few things and then focus on what I really want. And I started doing that in 19 or 2020. That's I guess when I started to, in December, every December, also last year in December, I look at what am I doing, and for the next year, I then decide what am I gonna focus on, what's gonna be my focus, what's gonna be my goals, what am I gonna cut, and what I always have a quote for the year as well. A certain promise, I suppose. Last year it's very cheesy, I know, but last year it was just do it. Now the channel happened at the end of last year in December. For this year, for 2024, it was less is more, which helped me to cut out the educational business a couple of weeks ago and stop that, put that on hold. I'm still speaking, but the educational business costs the most time, so less is more, and I can focus on YouTube, which I enjoy more. So yeah. Lots of stuff happens. Just drink it, exactly. Yeah, it's been quite a ride. You used to play Halo 2 competitively. Did you play against Ninja? Because he came from Halo as well, eh? Wouldn't even be surprised if you played him. If you played competitively, you may have played against him as well, because Ninja played Halo 2. So there you go. I don't know what it is with gamers and trading. There must be some relationship there. Are goaded. All right. Hey, let's quickly look shortly at the analysis here. Bullish and bearish. Let me have a look at the CVD as well. Wow, yellow really dropped off, eh? Bullish CVD divergence on, or blue, I mean, on blue. Let's have a look here before I continue chatting. No. Because price touched the 886 from this low to the high we have here, or even the high we have here, I don't really like a double 1-2 in the bullish scenario, 1-2, 1-2 continuation. And the preferred would be a flat, where then you have in a bullish scenario, let me go here. So let's check the scenarios again, right? The bullish scenario. And then we get to the probabilities again, no? And then we have 2 here. Let me check time-wise. Time-wise, this still is perfectly fine as well. We hit the golden, well, I just missed out on hitting the golden pocket. It's interesting because we have this low here, we have a low here, so there's a little bit of liquidity below, but there's not too much support. So I'd be very careful and definitely want to look for proof of support, which can be anything. It can be flipping support resistance areas, market structure changes, local bullish CVD divergences, RSI, MACD, moving above the value area high, switching the point of control to support, whatever it is for you, right? So there is the possibility, at least, for this to be our 2. As the probabilities are higher, this is a corrective structure. First of all, because if this is a 1, 2, then the 886 is hit. Rare for a 2, common for a wave B or X, and you move up as a higher probability of being a C or a wave Y in that case. However, in the bigger context of having this as a 1, 2, not taking this low can be a running flat, which is the most rare flat. So it's actually more common to take this low from an Elliott Wave perspective. But in general, with such a move to the downside on a bit of volume, waiting for a range is most effective. So see what price brings. So therefore, an ABC would be the bullish scenario. And the bearish scenario, we kind of already spoke about the bearish scenario, of course. Where is it? The flat. Not sure if I really like this structure as a wave C. It's very short. So the common target area for your wave C was up here. We didn't hit it. And it's very rare for a wave C to not hit the common target area for a wave C. In this scenario, by the way, we're looking for a wave A, B, C, target area, zigzag in B, right? This wide move is then a zigzag in wave B for a 5 wave C to the downside. Now, it's very rare for a wave C to not hit the common target area, which clearly we didn't. So that lowers probabilities for an ABC and would increase probabilities for a flat and then potential continuation, or at least retesting this area. So it's definitely something I keep an eye on. Yeah. But looking for a bit of local proof of support is not a bad thing. On the CVD at the moment, nothing really happening. Bit of bullish CVD, but this is 3-minute stuff that already played out. We also had it here, right? Bullish CVD played out and then price continued down. So I prefer to look at the 15-minute with regards to CVD and take it easy here. So these are the 2 scenarios. Locally, in general, we are still looking for higher prices. In this scenario, we're still looking for a wave 5 to the upside. We're still looking for the high to be taken. That is the highest probability from an Elliott Wave point of view, is still looking for price to move to the upside. But the common target area for your wave 4 is the green box. Rare target is the orange box here. This low is made in the orange box, less common. Can be the end of 4, yes, because it did hit at least the target area, even though it's a less common target area, rare target area. And also the low is made after the 1 to 1 fib time compared to wave 2. And wave 4 generally is longer than wave 2, so that's what we like to see. So there's definitely potential for then a 1, 2 continuation to the upside. But now that price moved back into the range, I need some more proof of support, right? Because now it's pretty neutral between the flat and the impulse. However, yeah, this being a wave C is still it's still short. And it did hit the common target area for a wave B in an ABC flat structure. So like a flat in wave 2. So A, B, C, finish 2, up. Problem is, not too much support down here. So therefore, yeah, probabilities are pretty neutral. The areas to look for. So we basically what I'm saying is we need a range to form. Give me a range and then I know, right? We need a bit of a range. So the probabilities were higher. Right, that's what I remember the live stream yesterday, the videos yesterday, and the days before as well, where we said probabilities are higher to take the high before the low. Once we take the high, we got to wait and see what happens next, because if we take the high soon, we either look for a B or continuation in a 5, but we don't know because we got to wait and see what the reaction is, right? I also mentioned if we take the low first before taking the high, that would be more bearish. But now we took the high first before taking the low, that's more bullish. So generally, still looking for a move to the upside. But the question is, do we do that in a 1-2 up? Well, then I need to see some proof of support locally. Or do we get the flat scenario, move down to the blue box, which is my main area of support down here, and then look for proof of support and a move to the upside? As generally, we are still looking for a wave 5 to the upside. So I'm personally, myself, I'm more of a high time frame Elliott Wave trader, 1 hour, 4 hour. So, you know, of course, I'm looking to enter, you know, at the best area. But locally, I need to see proof of support, else I'm going to be looking for areas here and see if there's opportunity there. So that is what's up from a probability point of view. We like the bullish CVD divergences that we had. This one, right? These have played out now. We took the high, so I can remove these as well. Tuck, tuck. Of course, now that price came back, we again have bullish CVD divergences here, right? Where now the target is this high. But with the impulsivity, I do like some you know, proof of support as mentioned. But yeah, that is currently what's going on. Is this one? Let me go to the 1 minute. We may have some bullish CVD here on the 1 minute as well. Yeah, so we also have some bullish CVD on the 1 minute, which now played out. So just patiently waiting. That's pretty much what happens. Give me some proof of support, flip some levels, and I might get interested again. But I need to see proof. Else I'm not going to be part of anything. So I got into a long during the move down. Stop loss break even when the high was taken. Stop loss break even, that's stop loss break even when the high was taken. Also took a take profit, and of course stopped in break even with the remaining position, which is absolutely fine. And yeah, now I just wait and see what happens next. No? From an Elliott Wave point of view, I still got 2 other positions from lower, but I'm trying to enter in a 4 for a 5. But I need to see, you know, I need to see some good stuff. So yeah, be patient. Be patient. Infected. Like, look, price will always give opportunities, and if you miss something today, there might be a setup tomorrow, right? We don't know what price is going to do, but we always know it's going to be there, right? It will be there tomorrow. It will be there next week. There's always an opportunity to long or short, but stick to your plan if you have a plan, which is recommended. And wait patiently for price to show you what it wants to do. So I learned quite early, I do not trade towards my areas of interest. I wait for price to hit my areas of interest and then potentially look for a setup if I see what I want to see. So with my day trading strategy, I have 7 entry requirements. So I have 7 rules that I need to check before entering. My day trading strategy is different than Elliott Waves, by the way. Those are 2 separate ones. Elliott Wave is more swingy. So with my day trading strat, I have 7 entry rules. I need to tick all the boxes, else there is no position. With Elliott Waves, it's more flexible, as Elliott Waves is more, I can't make it as rules-based as it is with my personal strat. So, yeah, it's more swingy. So I wait patiently with regards to Elliott Waves. So one entry I had was here, one entry I had was there. And during this whole move to the upside, I didn't do shit. So yeah, this retracement for me was not like interesting enough. And now that we are in a bigger wave 4, I'm like, yeah, it's interesting to maybe look at another one. But I need to see some. I need to see some proof of support again. Still looking for price to move up, but yeah. The 6 steps. Andrew knows what's up. What's up? He knows what's up. I've got a plumber coming. Let me know what works for you, my friend. We can always reschedule to one this week to better see. No, I'm good. We can do the evening. He's got a plumber coming. I go live at 4 EST. Is that too late? We can reschedule. 4 EST. What's that in Amsterdam time? That should work. Oh, yeah, we can go live at 10. Okay, there we go. Knock. Let me quickly have a look up here. Right, with what's happening. Oh, this is where we were. I answered that. Have you ever thought about creating your own token? No, but I also don't know why I would at the moment, or what benefits it has. It's not. I didn't hear great stories of people having their own token, and you know what I mean. I have some ideas in the crypto space and stuff, but they don't include a token at the moment. No. Fifth wave is an ending diagonal. Well, then you want to start. An ending diagonal is always a 3-wave. Like each wave, it's a 5-wave structure, but all of the sub-degree waves are 3 waves, right? So you then have ABC, 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 or a WXY. You can also have double zigzags, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a move down. Over here, if this is an ABC, your wave C is short. It didn't hit the common target area. Which is not really something I like for an ABC, and it gives a little bit of probabilities for this to be a flat instead for continuation with the bullish CVD. So that is something I do keep an eye on, which would also invalidate a diagonal, because a flat is not allowed in a diagonal. But also your wave C is short. If we do get into an ending diagonal, it's too early, because then this would be your 1. You need a 2, 3, 4, and only once wave 4 is in do I really like to start thinking about an ending diagonal, really. Sir, do I long or short? Best is to stick to your plan. I guess, Andrew, we do have to talk about the 6 steps. So if you have this question, where do I long or short, where do I enter, where's price going, those type of things, the best is to develop a strategy. And these are the 6 steps that you have to take. I don't have my Excel sheets open though. If I need to show them with the statistics, then scream. But there we go. Step 1, try as many free tools as you can. In TradingView, for example, here, all of the tools I have here, the indicators, other free softwares like Atlas, for example. Try as many free tools as you can. Step number 1. Step number 2, find your favorite tools, build statistics on those tools. What happens if price reaches the VWAP, reaches the top of the channel, reaches the point of control? What happens? What can you track? What data can you analyze, right? Step 3, put some of these put some of your favorite tools together in a combination, which is now the beginning of your strategy, and track more statistics. So again, statistics a vital role, right? 1, try as many free tools as you can. 2, build statistics on your favorite tools. 3, combine some of your favorite tools, build more statistics. 4, tweak and adjust the combination of tools. Add something, remove something, see what it does with the statistics as you are now trying to improve the win rate or the risk-reward ratio. Step 5, start trading your combination, which is your strategy. So start trading your strategy with a low amount of money and work on your trading psychology. And step 6 is increase your portfolio size slowly so you get used to the bigger losses, because getting used to bigger winners is easy. Follow these 6 steps and you have a very high probability of becoming a long-term profitable trader. You will never ever ask these questions again because you now have your own plan, which is based on data and statistics. I recommend anyone here, if you ask questions like this, which is not a problem, but it's a tip that I have, if you ask questions like this, follow the 6 steps, because these will guarantee help you. Because I immediately know that if someone asks a question like this, you do not have a plan, you do not have a strategy, and following what other people online are doing is not a long-term profitable idea, right? You need to have a plan, you need to have a strategy. You can use a strategy or plan from someone else if you study it, but you need a whole plan based on data. That's the best that I can recommend. Yeah. These guys. See you later, Rob. Good luck with the meeting. RSI looking good. What do you mean? Tickney Dash stickers. The light. Mom of 3 children. I know that special time when yeah. 3 kids. My mom had 3 kids as well. I have 2 brothers. Holy moly. That was crazy. What target? So we spoke about the targets. Trading up, Jason, a recovering emotional trader. That was me in the beginning. I used to go to LAN tournaments for Bungie. Nice. Alex is also a gamer, man. He also went to LAN events. I gotta say, in the Netherlands, LAN events are like non-existent anymore. There's 1 or 2 in Belgium, but they had a very hard hit during COVID. Flat, yes, potentially, yes. Sometimes I try to think of the charts as a video game. It seems to help with the psychology. Yeah, it's the approach. For me, it's a puzzle. I like the puzzle of Elliott Waves. I see. Pretty much answered this with the 6 steps. There is no reason to look for higher prices right now. Yeah, so that's why also we have some support and the flat area, right? Wait for range is mainly the thing here. I guess I should have edited the time here now, by the way. Let me remove this. Oh, wait, I should unpin it. 1 second, unpin. When I did I did the second part of the analysis, like what, 10 minutes ago? I forgot the exact time. You are an inspiration. Wait, where is it? You're an inspiration for me. I just wish I find the strength and discipline to continue my way. Sometimes it's hard. Oh yes, and that is when you're tested, right? You're never the only one with an idea, right? For example, there may be 100 people that start the trading journey, but there's only a handful that eventually survive and become profitable traders because the others quit. They quit. If you really do your best, you will never quit. Because if you quit, you don't really do your best. There's always ways to find solution, talk to people. Like there's always a way, right? Unfortunately, many people quit, and therefore they will not achieve what you, if you do not quit, will achieve, right? So there's definitely hard choices, difficult moments in also the career of a trader. I quit Elliott Waves for 2 months, by the way. I didn't do anything with Elliott Waves for 2 months in my, like, a while back, right? Because I got so pissed off with Elliott Waves. And now here I am, an Elliott Wave channel. So, yeah, there's ups and downs also in trading, big losses, big wins. Building a YouTube channel, in the beginning, you upload videos, you get 1 subscriber, right? You get 10 viewers. And then eventually, in May, I grow by 1,000 subscribers, almost 1,000 in May, like 2023, which was the 3rd month of the channel, was almost 1,000 subs in 1 month. And then the months after, I didn't achieve it. You're like, wait, why? Right? So that's you have a big up, and then wait, why do we? But it's the grind, no? It's the grind, it's the continuation. If you quit, then one thing is sure, you will not reach the goal unless it's not part of your goal, right? So if you have a clear goal or a clear target, then if you really do your best, you'll always get a step closer, right? So you can't quit if you do your best, because if you quit, you clearly don't do your best, right? Putting people on Mars, Elon Musk, you know, he had a big dream and he made it pull off. Of course, you need a lot of investors and stuff, but that can't hold you back, right? It can't hold someone back. Yeah, if I need investors, I need to find a way to get the investors. Okay, so I need to go to fund placement agencies and fund managers, need to go to the right events, need to learn how to write a pitch deck, need to, like, blah, blah, blah. You want to invest in real estate, you might need to do the same. Yeah, I don't have the money, but I have the time. But how do I get the money? Damn, I need an investor. Okay, so I need to get close with investors. How do I do it? Go to events, look on forums, be in groups, connect with people, whatever it is. Learn how to make a pitch deck, learn how to present myself, learn how to speak, and then you develop yourself. Life becomes a lot more fun, I think, if you learn, like, not give up, but continuously develop yourself, right? You can make it. You can make it, absolutely. Thanks, Jeroen. I'll make sure to check out your Discord DM. There you go. Mark is writing it. Wave 4. I mean, we already were looking for a wave 4 since the move here back to the upside. That was pretty much the confirmation. So, yes. Wave 4 might even be already ending. It might already have ended, even if this is your low here. So yeah, thanks, Mark. Oh, low time frame PA. Yes, yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry. The thing, if people, so for example, if you write about, hey, this looks like an ending diagonal, best is to write the time frame, like 3 min or 5 min. Your wave 5 is longer than your wave 3, though. Or what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you would need another move down in a 5. Wave 3 is... Wave 5 can't be longer than wave 3 unless it's an expanding structure. but your wave 3 here is the shortest between these two, so you would probably need another low in that case for an ending diagonal. One, two. Double zigzag is an opportunity as well, right? ABC, correction, ABC, move back up. Yeah. Learn Elliott Wave theory. Read Elliott Wave prisms. Yeah, step 0. But that's the educational part is pretty much step 1. It's learning. That's the learning phase. Yeah, Sandra, that can work as a tool that you like to use. Consistency is definitely very difficult. Yes, that's why it helps to have a solid plan. On how you have your templates for your indicators. Well, the only indicator I use is CVD, and that template is for free in Discord. In the Good to Know channel. So link template 1-pager with a link to the video as well, which you can find on YouTube if you look on my channel for CVD. Yeah. Absorption. Oh, did you, Dr. Daddy, did you watch the CVD video? If you didn't, I recommend watching the CVD video because that is where I explain this question. You can find it by searching for CVD in my videos. Maybe after 6 steps. After 6 steps, you should 100% have a strategy at least. Thanks, mister. Home in time to watch today. Welcome. Good to have you here. Hurried home. Catch the live stream. Curious what you think of the FaZe Clan making a public stock and it basically getting rugged. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's their problem, right? It's like, it doesn't really... So, for the industry, it, of course, looks a bit bad that such a well-known team goes public and then the stock is nowhere to be seen. But I don't really see the effects in the industry per se. It's a big, sometimes it's a big talking point for news and things, but it's it's quite okay actually. So templates for Fibonacci. Like of course these templates cannot be shared as like, oh, you just download a Fib template and upload it. But in the YouTube Gold section, so the Gold membership is the educational one. That's where everything Elliott Wave related is there. Like it's an Elliott Wave course with everything, the targets. I have a video where I go through all the Fib targets, the Fib retracements, all of my templates. I go through them one by one in that video. And I explain what's the common target, what's the rare target, what to look for. Yes, that's all there. Yeah. Send me a picture for a thumbnail. Okay, I will. Yeah, I gotta stop the stream anyway. 5:15 now. We're already online for almost 3 hours again. Holy shit. Passion and patience, absolutely. Put a stop loss, yes. I mean, that's part of, if it's part of your plan, but I definitely recommend it. Yeah. Order block, yeah, we have an order block here. That's correct, yeah. Shortcuts, yeah. 6 steps takes time. Psychology of Trading, I recommend a book. That's your best bet to help. Mastering Elliott Wave, haven't read the book. I stick with the more like the official things. I actually still have to read this one. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Nice one. Is Bitcoin going more down? Potentially, but we look at the probabilities as analyzed earlier. Shit, I forgot to pin my comment. What do you... Okay, I'll check it out as CDMs. I do have to go soon. Do you think there will be a large wick that hits the VWAP to fill the gap? I don't know where the VWAP is because I don't use it. So I can't really say anything about the VWAP. But filling this gap, there is the opportunity to fill this gap, yes. But then price needs to, you know, if you hit the 2-hour gap for the second time, probabilities are high to fill the gap. Is there any update? Yes. We analyzed in the beginning of the stream and around 2 hours 20 as well. Heard something about 6 steps. Yeah, we already covered this. Bernie? No. Wait, yes. The picture? Yes. But what has been said previously? No. You don't like the VWAP? No. No, it's not part of how I trade, I suppose. Yeah. Everyone has their own tools, but I don't really use it. Pleasure, Joshua. Would you say that was the top macro for now? No. Still looking for higher. Even if we go down here, looking for support and then a bigger wave 4. Probabilities are at the moment higher for this to not yet be the high. But more corrective and looking for a 4 and another 5, also to fill the gap. 9-inch wick. Oh, wait, the 9-incher. Okay, there we go. Now I know. Okay, everyone, I gotta go. I do have some other stuff to do as well. Today marks the 1-year existence of this YouTube channel. Spoke to you about what happened in the past year and some of the highlights of this year as well. It's been quite a crazy year, from pretty much 0 subs, right, to 8,500. Thanks everyone for joining. We are now at 8,519 subscribers in the first year. I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no experience as a content creator and the business around it and making a team and all that stuff. But the community is amazing, and I pick people from the community that want to help and, you know, all that stuff. And I don't know where we're going to be at the end of this year. It's been quite a insane experience so far. Never knew it was going to happen. Never knew it was going to be like this. Thanks everyone for your kind words. Usually when Bitcoin goes down, altcoins also go down. Carnage, most commonly. But yeah, it's been a crazy experience, and yeah, let's see where this year is going to bring us. No idea what's going to happen. No idea where we will end this year. So thanks for being here. And during the anniversary live stream, there's going to be another live stream tonight, by the way, at 10 p.m. together with Alexo Crypto. But I will tag you guys in Discord, as you know. There will be a normal update between 7 and 8 p.m. tonight. And yeah, we're going to duo stream. I guess that works tonight as well. So let's see how that works out. First collab. Yeah, exactly. So thanks, Dealey. I'm going to get married in 3 days officially. And then the ceremony on the 9th of March in Cape Town. So thanks everyone for being here. Thanks everyone for the incredible support over the past year. That wouldn't, of course, everything that happened wouldn't be possible without you here. So, yeah, maybe it's small, but at the same time, 8.5K feels very big already in a year's time. So everything moved a lot quicker than I thought it would do, which also brings its challenges. It's not always easy to cope with certain things that happened because of the quick growth, and therefore I had to make business choices, remove the educational business from my time so I could focus more on YouTube as I enjoy it a lot more. Is Bitcoin gonna hold? The analysis is a little bit earlier, so honeymoon Elliott update soon. Honeymoon is not yet planned, but we'll get to that at a later stage. So we will be here, of course. Thanks, everyone. It's that's cool. So yeah, thanks for being here. Next update will be between 7 and 8 p.m. Central European time. Let's see what's going to happen in the upcoming hours. And then tonight at around 10 p.m., I will do a duo stream with Alex Crypto. Not yet sure how that works, if we go live on both of the channels or one channel. But we'll figure it out, and I'll make sure to write it in Discord and make a community post as well, potentially, to inform you about what's up. So yeah, thanks everyone for being here. And I'm going to catch you at, of course, the next anniversary stream next year, but there's going to be a new stream tomorrow.